When I first started working with this energy, I thought this was going to be all fun and games. I thought this was going to be kind of lighthearted, but that's definitely not what has come through. If you are catching this replay, this is your friendly reminder. You can always 2x the speed or click the timestamps below to jump straight to the message. Before we begin, we're going to do an energy check. I'm going to tell you about some signs you may be experiencing and just the energy overall that we're dealing with here. So right away, the first thing that came through was Spider-Man. The deck we're working with today is the Dark Reflections Tarot. And when I was looking at this, it just reminded me of a web. Another sign could be you may have potentially shattered glass at some point. So by accidentally dropping a glass of water or a cup of coffee. Some signs that could be coming through for you: angel numbers 1111, 1133, and 1144. Oh, I actually did not write that down, so that's interesting that came out. I meant 444, but take it if it's there. You could be getting deep tissue massages right now or experiencing somatic therapy, exploring that. And then the idea of you have finally caught your breath came through. The energy is just very black. It's the only way, like the color black is what I'm feeling right now. And it's almost like you've identified with this color energetically. It's almost like you're staring into the abyss, or you are the abyss. You are experiencing the abyss. Yeah, and in the darkness, you can't tell if there are like mines or booby traps, or you are the booby trap almost. Like you could be like, I'm not hearing that you're triggered, but like your responses could be triggering to other people right now. The cards that I had before going live were the 5 of Cups, and like in the card, the guy's bent over, like trying to get water in the cup. And I heard you're not bending over backwards for people anymore. Like you refuse to do that. The 9 of Wands came out, and he was holding the staff and leaned up against the wall. And it's like you have held on so long. You have supported yourself so long that you are not bending over backwards. With the moon coming through, it's like people have not seen everything you've gone through. And so when they say things, they don't have the slightest idea of the energy of how intentional, how deliberate, how hard it has been for you to break free. They just don't know. And the Ace of Swords also came through. So it's like you're just cutting that. Because you did go through it. So anything people say, it's like it means nothing. It means nothing because they didn't experience the dark. They didn't experience the depth of what you went through. My daughter mentioned something to me a couple days ago about me liking some, I don't know, sad song or something. And I told her, well, Delilah, when you experience the darkness and the pain that these people describe, you understand it and you appreciate it. And I was like, I hope you never experience that. But if you do, maybe one day you'll understand why certain songs resonate for people and they don't resonate for others. But that's the energy. So if those signs resonate with you, it doesn't mean that it's not your message if you didn't get a sign. But if they did resonate, then that means that this is especially your message, okay? Why did you go down there, friend? King of Swords. All right, before we begin, we're going to do some breath work. Breath work helps me ground into the space. It helps you connect with the present moment. And right now, like there is just, it's almost like outer space, what the energy I'm feeling. Like sub-zero, no gravity, just interesting energy. So I would invite you guys to join in with this breath work with me. You're going to breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4 through your mouth, and then hold for 4. We'll do this 3 times, okay? Go ahead and begin. Very nice. What I got during that breath work was this is how you made it through. You may not have called it breath work. You may not have known or had the verbs or the words for this, but this is how you made it through this darkness, is connecting with yourself, really sitting with yourself, sitting with your pain, exploring those shadows that many people just run from, right? They just avoid it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the collective reading now. We're working with the crone today. Crone. Like I really do actually, and I don't even know if this is the right word, like feeling sorry for people that like approach this collective right now. It's not even sorry. It's like, I don't realize if they understand how much of their safety is on the line whenever they're approaching this collective any kind of way. There is just a line. Like there's a line in the sand, a truth that you've experienced, and it doesn't matter. Like I'm getting people like talking about your mental health, or talking about your career, or talking about yeah, that's what I'm getting, that mental health or career. And it's like you're at a point now where unless they have sat with you, unless they have went through like toxic work environments that you've been at, or yeah, there's just like so much uncertainty that you've had to face alone. So much uncertainty you've had to face alone. You're not interested in what they have to say. Yeah, it's like, nope. Like ruthless. Like, okay. What guidance for this collective, please, Crone? What guidance, please? Keep breathing is what I heard. When I was going through some of the darkest times of my life, before I even knew what breathwork was, or I mean, I may have known about it too in another time, but breath is what saved me. Breath is what brought me back. Breath is what allowed the energies to move through me and not remain stagnant in me. So keep breathing, friends. Yeah, not surprised. We have the 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Page of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Oh, I like that. And the Ace of Cups. I can actually see these from the glare. Yeah, I really have the feeling somebody is exploring somatic therapy right now. If you are, and the weird things that happen in your body, friend, I know what you're going through. Just surrender. Don't fight it. No, it's natural. If you are doing nervous system work and you have been in a state of just tightness, right? Ready to flee, the adrenaline trapped in your body, ready to move. Your body is used to operating in a way that has that energy stored and you're clenched in every part of your body. You know, it's not just in your shoulders. Oh, I carry my stress in your shoulders. Actually, it's not just in your shoulders. It's in your entire body. And once you start resetting your nervous system and doing deep somatic work, like And in your scalp, you're going to feel the relaxation. You're going to feel the separation of this. I can't remember what it's called. The joint here, the top of your scalp. So it's okay. It's normal. Find a professional that knows exactly what you're going through. And go back to keep breathing. Keep breathing. But yeah, with the Page of Swords coming through, I told you, like, you have no interest in playing small. You have no interest in going back to a life where people just kind of like see like the hat falling off. It's almost like somebody knocked his hat off his head. It's like you have no interest in being bullied and being pushed around in the opinions of others. And you do not hesitate to defend yourself, right? Verbally. I'm hearing you have a very quick wit. You are just like coming back with those snarky remarks. That's literally what I heard, snarky remarks. But it's because with the Queen of Cups, you've done so much healing and so much embodiment for your emotions to become stable in your body and to finally be able to rest, right? I'm just feeling like so much, you may have been very rocked emotionally. Yeah. Very rocked emotionally, whether something came up that you didn't see it coming and it completely turned your world around, or you just consistently across your life had a very rocky relationship with your emotions. But because you've sat with them, because you've reached out to people that can actually help you, because you've slowed down and remembered to connect to yourself, connect to your breath, connect to who you are, because you're not afraid of the darkness. Like, you have seen such darkness. It's like, no darkness can scare me. No darkness can make me hide. No darkness can make me shrink. You have experienced so much of it that you use the darkness to heal now. Yeah, it's like the darkness is your blanket. It's where you go to lick your wounds. I'm not hearing that you box anything. Like, you don't try to hide it. Like, when it hurts, it hurts. Yeah, man. Joe Hudson would say, ouch, it hurts. And some of these can be very deep wounds. But the maturity here that I'm seeing, people didn't see. Again, with the moon card that came out at the beginning, didn't see. I just want to give you a big hug, friends. I'm just seeing, like, I think you even reached out to people. I think you even asked your friends to help you. You asked people in your life to step up and be an emotional anchor for you, and they didn't. And so you were forced to become this Queen of Cups, right? And it's interesting, like, you could have chose not to feel it. You could have chose, like, I'm just going to shove this down. I'm not going to experience it. But you didn't. You didn't. You bravely, you courageously, and I'm hearing, like, you didn't feel courageous in the moment. You didn't. You were like, it was, I can't even speak. Yeah, there's something about, like, how did you even, there was no one that could understand your pain. You couldn't even articulate it. Yeah. But being that sovereign self over the emotion body, right? Not allowing the emotional body to run your life, not allowing the emotional body to impact your physical health, because you actually sat with those emotions and felt those emotions and dug into them and made the darkness your friend, made the darkness your playground, made the darkness your den. Yeah. It's like you nested in the darkness. When you were licking your wounds, you were visualizing how this was going to impact your future. You were visualizing, okay, I'm going to feel this pain and I'm going to release it. And I'm going to understand my part in this pain. And I'm going to understand their part in this pain. And I'm going to put up healthy boundaries, yeah, to not feel this ever again with the 9 of Wands that came out earlier. I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes. I'm not going to just give myself to anyone. I'm not going to just pour into anybody else's life if they can't support me. Yeah, there's a healthy level of selfishness coming through, right? You've given so much to other people and you've learned that you have to pour into yourself first. With the Ace of Cups is the last card from the Crone. I don't think you realize how beautiful your gift is. I think maybe because of the darkness that you have experienced for so long in your life, the way you've shrouded yourself away from the light, yeah, for sure. You don't like to be in the spotlight. It's really prevented you from seeing your value and seeing how worthy you are and seeing how amazing you are. It's prevented you from seeing how when you show up, it's funny to say, like, there's this magnetic person and when they walk in the room, the energy shifts, right? But what about all of the silent observers? The one that mingle and mix and no one really notices them, but the energy in the room settles and stabilizes and softens, right? Like, you have this soothing energy. You have this calming. I'm seeing like a baby being rocked in a, what's it called? A cradle, being rocked in a cradle. And it's because you're not afraid of the darkness. You're not. You may even identify as darkness. But what I'm hearing from the Crone is like, this beautiful gift that you have. It's time to share it with other people. Okay. You don't have to go and write a book. You don't have to go and stand on the side of the road and, whatever. But in your relationships, like, yes, I know there was a time for healthy boundaries. I know there was a time to isolate. But you have such a wealth of wisdom. You have so much healing energy. Like, share that. Okay? Share with people that are actually wanting to heal. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Make sure they're open to receive healing energy, right? We're not saviors. We're not going around just saving everybody. Like, that's not how it works. But if you know you have a gift and you know you have a special healing power, which you do, it's meant to be shared, friend. Okay? It's meant to be shared. So we're going to go ahead and pull a Vegas Nerve card to help ground this message in our bodies. We are going to do calm. Honestly, you probably don't need this because you feel pretty calm. You feel just like, meh, meh. Maybe you were thinking about fostering kids. That's a beautiful thing if you are. Wow. Thank you for that. Complete breath. It's so funny because the message from the Crone was keep breathing. Keep breathing, babe. Keep breathing. Complete breath, also known as Durga Pranayama, is a deep breathing technique that helps you take in more oxygen. The inhalation is done in 3 parts: belly, ribs, and chest, followed by a full exhale, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system, encouraging relaxation. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nostrils, allowing your abdomen to expand first, then your rib cage, and finally your upper chest. Exhale gradually, emptying your lungs from top to bottom. Conclude the exhalation by contracting your abdominal muscles to expel any residual air. Pause briefly before your next inhalation, and then repeat the process 4 to 8 times. Yeah, so I'll do this for you one time. You just slowly adding the air into your body. You're slowly letting it fill you up, okay? So we're going to breathe into the belly, into the chest, or into the belly, into the lung area, and then up into the upper chest, okay? Very nice. And again, remember to contract your stomach muscles at the very end to really expel all the air. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. If you are catching the replay, you can always, I don't know, click up here somewhere for more Crone Tarot. If you are here live, you can put your personal questions in the chat and I would love to read for you. Just put your name and whatever question you have. Oh man, can I say this? I don't know what your name is. If this is the same person that commented earlier, hello to you. Let's see. If you would like a personal reading, just pop your name and question in the chat. Happy to pull for you today. Oh my goodness. Do you, Cecilia? That's so awesome. Yeah. I love old things and old names. And yeah. So that was her name. Hers is definitely the oldest name. Her middle name is Odette. And that's so pretty. From The Swan Princess. It was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. Thanks. Thanks. I love it. Kind of wish I would have changed my name to Odette. I think I would have liked that better. Can I pull a card for you today, Cecilia? Ah. Sure. All right, Crone. Can we see what the physical health for Cecilia will be for the next few months, please? All right, so we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. We have the Chariot. So I feel like you're going to be undergoing a lot of changes in your health. I'm not seeing whether this is going to be good or bad. It could go either way. So I think you need to be really intentional with it right now. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Look, this character, this figure is actually reading. Do you see that? So I remember in our conversation last week, you were talking about you have a lot of books. So maybe there's a specific book you need to find about your health that can help you speed up your healing process or maintain your healing. But with the Ten of Wands, like what I'm hearing is like you don't have to carry the physical, like the physical weight, the physical symptoms, the physical discomfort. Discomfort is the word, yeah. You don't have to experience the discomfort. You can lay it down. You can throw it on the fire. Like you don't have to hold on to the discomfort. It's almost like you're. I don't know, Cecilia. I really don't know. This is what I heard. It's almost like you're punishing yourself or something. And so you think you subconsciously, not consciously, I don't think you consciously think this, but like subconsciously you're punishing yourself. And so that's why these symptoms are manifesting. But you can change that so fast, so quickly. Like you don't have to experience that. If things are not going correctly, because this chariot looks like it's broken possibly over here. If you are having problems, I think it would be a time to stop and like look for an expert again, like with this reading. I think you'll be surprised, like very, what is that? Do you have a cat? Do you have a cat? If you have a cat, something about like petting them between here and like putting your head to their head could be very healing for you. Random thing, but that's what I got from looking at this person's face and this star. You have 3 cats. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know if you have one in particular. Mama cat always came to me when I needed some healing. And then when we lost her, her son Merlin took over and he helps me now. He's not my love buddy, but he does love me. It's not like his mama did. Anybody would like a personal reading, just put your question in the chat. Happy to read for you today. It'd be my honor, actually. Thank you, Cecilia, for letting me read for you. Your small cat, yeah. There's just something special about being chosen by animals, but cats in particular, because they're so independent. It's like when one chooses you and like loves you and just, oh man, it's just it's precious. Kelly, is that you hiding in there, not commenting, but watching? If it is, I can read for you. If not, whoever you are, I want to read for you. Let me read for you. Oh, I know, right? Aren't they precious? Aren't they precious? I think back to like all the pets in my life, and I lost a lot of pets just because of where we live and things like that. But one in particular, her name was Precious, and she was Nikita. She actually, we live in the middle of the woods, and she actually got attacked by a bear. It was not a good situation, but she was protecting us. Like, she led the bear away from our property. And I remember when I found out she had passed, how hard it was. And I just had a conversation with Josephine. It's funny you bring up Josephine. With Josephine about Mama Cat. I guess she didn't realize that she was gone. And so I told her, and she just lost it. And I was like, that was soul family for her. Like, I know she was soul family for me. And I was like, that was soul family. Like, Mama Cat was one of my soulmates. I know she was. Like, she was soul family for me. So it's really interesting how they affect us, right? They bring special magic to our lives. Thank you. Me too. Me too. Oh, my kids are feeling better, by the way. You asked. Only so far? Oh my. So far, only Maddie got sick. So praying that the help stays in the house. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up today, Cecilia. Thank you for being here. Thank everybody else for being here. I would like to remind you on this channel, always come as you are and stay as you become. Bye, my friends.